Today's video is going to be all about summer supplements for year-round homeschooling. Games, activities, items that you can use to make summer learning and homeschooling more fun. Hey guys, welcome back. In case you're new around here, hi, my name is Sarah. I am a homeschooling mama to 5 kiddos who range in age from preschool all the way on up to high school. And as I said in the intro, we are year-round homeschoolers, which means we do homeschool all year round. No matter what the season is, no matter what the public school calendar says, we do homeschool when it works and fits best for our family. Now, our homeschool schedule for summer, it changes from year to year depending on the age and the stage of my kids and what's happening in our life. But in general, homeschooling in the summertime is definitely a lot lighter, a lot more flexible for our family. I'm a gardener. I like to be outside in the garden. My kids are all swimmers involved in summer swim team and swim lessons. And so we have a lot of moving parts that fit into our summer days. And I kind of fit homeschooling into the nooks and crannies around that. I've also talked about this in some of my other videos about year-round homeschooling, but I definitely like to prevent the summer slide. Especially with my younger kiddos. I really want them several times a week hitting up math and reading and writing, just so we don't lose skills that we have worked so hard to build all year long. And so today I thought I would share some fun supplements, games, activities that I am planning on utilizing this summer to do just that. To do some extra math, reading, writing practice with my kids, as well as just some fun for our learning. So I hope you guys find these helpful. Maybe there will be something here that you might want to add into your summer homeschooling plans this year. I will be sure to link everything down below in the description box. Okay, so the way I thought I would organize today's video is that I would just start out with my younger kiddos, my preschool kindergarten kids, and move my way on up to my high schoolers or things I'm going to use for the entire family. I will put chapters down below so you can skip around in the video if you want to. But let's start with Ava. She is my preschooler going on into kindergarten this year. And the first thing I want to talk about for her, and this is an item I've talked about on the channel so many times previously, the Kumon books. I especially love the Kumon cutting books for her to work on her scissor skills over the summer. This does not feel like school to her. This feels like arts and crafts time. But they have some of these like smaller books, the Let's Cut Paper. And I also have the larger books, my first cutting book with the alligator. I think I've done this book with every single one of my kids at one point or another. They also have other books in their lines. I love this one about folding paper. Again, works on those fine motor skills. They have maze books, coloring books, puzzle books, all kinds of different activity books that you can pick up for, they're really not expensive at all. Now, I know something that a lot of people love to pick up are these kind of, I don't know what the bridge books or books that you can do that just review what your kids have been learning in school the past year. I found this one. Someone may have gifted this to me, maybe just like secondhand. I've seen that at Aldi, at Costco, Rainbow Resource has them, Amazon. There's several different lines, but I really just think if your kid likes workbooks and they like doing review pages and coloring, these can be really helpful. I know they have them like all the way up into high school years. You can buy these like workbooks that review. Now, some of my kids would absolutely hate doing this in the summer. Ava is my girl who loves school and who loves workbooks, so she will be thrilled to just have this book to work through and work on reviewing shapes and letters and colors and different items that we worked on in preschool this year. And I have talked about smart games on the channel for years and years now. These are games that I love to include in our everyday homeschooling. I just grabbed 2. I think I have about 8 or 10 down in the basement. But Smart Farmer, this is really fun. It's a puzzle where they have to work the animals through a fencing system. And then Camelot Jr., oh my goodness, her and Ezra both love this game because you have to build the blocks in a certain manner to allow the knight to get to the princess. And of course, Ava loves to make them smooch every time she builds the right block configuration so that they can get to one another and give each other a big old kiss. Now, I also have this new item from Joycat, and thank you Joycat for sponsoring today's video. But they sent Ava this handwriting practice book, and oh, ooh la la, look at all of the markers and colors that came with it. She's gonna love having a rainbow of markers to use. But it is essentially just a wipe clean book, bunch of handwriting practice pages, some of those pre-writing skills, as well as going through the different letters of the alphabet. She can use different dry erase markers and just really have at this maybe at the breakfast table or lunch table. It came with a cloth to wipe clean your pages after you're done, as well as a bag to store everything in. So even be fun to take on the go to the swimming pool or to other activities during the summer. As I said, Joycat is partnering with the channel for today's video. If you put in the code Everyday Homeschooler at checkout, you will get 10% off of your purchase. All right, moving on up to Ezra. He is my going to be first grader. He is also my special needs kiddo who is autistic, but just kind of some fun early elementary school activities and supplements. These first two Joycat was gracious enough to send over to us as well. First of all, for phonics for sight words, I have sight word SWAT, which again, I love that it was sent in a bag, but it's exactly what it sounds like. Ezra gets to use a fly swatter to swat different sight words that are printed out on flies that you can just scatter on the ground. So these are two-sided flies, and they are color coordinated so that you can do different lessons with different levels for your child depending on where they are in their sight word and reading skills. And I love this because it can be a one-player activity where I'm just calling out words and Ezra is swatting them by himself. Or if I have another kiddo, maybe especially one of my older kids who already knows their sight words, they could play with him and race, which is always so fun. Speaking of phonics, this could be for phonics and reading practice, or this could also be used for spelling practice. And you guys know, especially for Ezra, how much I love a good visual and a good pocket chart. This is called a word building pocket chart. It's great because on the back it has two storage containers back here for your different cards. And on the front, there are pockets here to work on building or reading three-letter words. So as you can see here, for example, I have jam. It's just a jar of strawberry jam, J-A-M. And so what I could do with Ezra is I could go ahead and have the letters in the pocket chart and just have him practice reading the word jam. And I could switch out and do different letter families and do, Bam, Sam, and just change out that first letter and put in a different picture card. The other way you could do this for spelling practice is to put out all the alphabet cards on the table and let him spell the word jam, J-A-M, which is most likely how we will use it. I love any type of spelling that I can do with Ezra that doesn't require him to do handwriting because he struggles with fine motor skills. So being able to just use cards rather than having to write out his letters is so helpful. All right, so speaking of handwriting, it is something I do want to work on with Ezra this school year, but this was something I picked up at the Homeschool conference that I am so excited to put into our homeschool this year. I loved this booth so much. I spent so much time there talking to the owner and just trying out the product. This is from Graceful by Design. These are their grooved handwriting practice workbooks. And first of all, guys, they're beautiful and they're exactly what they say. They are grooved handwriting books. Now, first of all, what drew me to this set is that it comes with included pencil or pen grips here, several of them, as well as a large amount of their magical pens. I'll share why they're magical in just a minute, as well as the fact that these books are just visually, design-wise, they are just beautiful. This one is letters and first words, numbers and shapes, addition and subtraction, as well as patterns, colors, drawing, and logic. So 4 different books that came in the set, as well as all the pens and the grips. Sensory wise, having the grooves in your handwriting practice is just so helpful to really be able to feel where your letters should be going. You can feel them just by running your hand over it, but when you use the pen, you really feel where your letters are supposed to go, which is going to be so helpful for my Ezra in particular, who's really working on just like that visual spacing and knowing exactly where the letter E goes on the lines. The other thing that is just so fun and magical is that these pens, they erase all by themselves. The ink kind of evaporates and disappears like magic. And that's just an extra fun thing, but I also love that I don't have to wipe the book clean. I don't have to worry about any of that. He can draw on here and then it will just disappear. So this will be fun to just keep at the kitchen table and have him maybe do a page a day just to work on some of those letter formations, or even just the basic adding and subtracting. So fun. All right, so moving on, this next one is for Ezra as well as for Mariah. It is a math flashcard kit from Joy Cat. Again, it comes with an awesome storage bag for everything, but it's exactly what it sounds like. It is a bunch of your math flashcards, so addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These cards, we've gone through a lot of flashcards in our homeschool throughout the years, but these are just really nice. I like the size of them. I like the rounded edges. They have kind of a laminated feel to them. I'm wondering if you could even use a dry erase marker on them possibly. They come on rings, so you keep them all together. Which is kind of a fun extra is that they come with this really large Pop It fidget and instructions with each of the flashcards about how you can use this fidget to practice your math facts. So for multiplication, as you can see, you can just kind of go through and 5 times 6 is Pop It 30. You can do the same kind of backwards with division. You can use the other side to pop out different, like what's 2 plus 3, do 2 pinks and 3 purples. How many does that add up to? 5. I just love this. Again, it's just making that, flashcard practice a little bit more fun with some color and some flair and a Pop It. All right, so moving on for Mariah, she is my 5th grader going into 6th grade. And as you are getting up into those, middle school years, reading in the summer is really important. Reading really good books in the summer is great. And Mariah loves to listen to audiobooks in particular. So this fun activity that I found at a booth at the Homeschool Conference, I think is going to be right up her alley. But this was from a booth called Ruby Reads, and I just thought this was so creative and genius of an idea. Essentially what these are they are read aloud posters. They are huge, long rolls of paper. This one's for The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And it is just a huge coloring page and writing page for your kiddos. I don't know about you guys, but as a homeschool mama, I am always looking for opportunities to read aloud more to my kids, even my older kids. That's right, my high schoolers still listen to me reading aloud to them, and also just using audiobooks. This will be great for read aloud time in the summer for those hot afternoons where we all just need some quiet time. Mama can roll out this nice long poster and she can color and I can read aloud to her in the afternoon. There are multiple books that the company offers. I picked up 2. I picked up The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe because Mariah is going to be working her way through the Narnia series, so I thought we would start there. And then the other one I picked up, and I'm going to save this one for Christmas time, but it's the Vanderbeekers. Another one that is fun for Mariah's age, or even up into teens, I think. This is something Leah and I saw on a recent trip of ours. They are Fahlo, I hope I'm saying that right, Fahlo Bracelets. But essentially these are beaded bracelets that your child can wear, and they have an animal. This one is an elephant. And it comes with a card and an app on your phone that is free where you can track that animal and where it is moving around. Each bracelet is linked to an animal. Leah has a sea turtle, Mariah has a sloth, and they just love opening up the app every day and seeing where their animal moved over the last 24 hours. This has also inspired them to want to learn more about those animals. So pulling out the animal encyclopedia, checking out some books about that animal at the library, watching some documentaries on TV about that specific type of animal. This has really just been a fun jumping off point and project idea for them. All right, so speaking of my teens, summer is a perfect time if you have high schoolers to tackle electives. I know for us, oftentimes I will just wait and we will tackle an elective during the summer rather than trying to jam pack it into our everyday school year. So for instance, Noah is taking guitar. Leah loves to do art and music extra lessons and courses during her summer freer months. Speaking of electives, this book, Home Ec for Everyone, is a book that both Noah and Leah have read during their high school years, and I definitely recommend it. It was great. It was 118 lessons or projects, very easy to read, but if I'm honest, they didn't always have time to pursue the projects during the school year. So I'm encouraging them to take this book and do some of the projects during the summer when they have a little bit more free time and I have a little bit more patience for them to make a mess in the kitchen. They're going to pursue doing some of the projects in this book. So some cooking skills, sewing, things like that. I think this will be really fun for them to just pick a few of their favorites and try them out over the summer. All right, so a few honorable mentions that could be used for any of my kids. Sidewalk chalk. I know this one sounds a little silly, but it has always been a hit with my kids. Going outside, getting out a bunch of sidewalk chalk, and letting them practice vocabulary words, spelling words, anything word or math related. Doing it out on the driveway with sidewalk chalk is always super fun, and they're always happy to do it. Now, Mel Science has sponsored the channel in the past, but I think they're yet again another honorable mention. Any type of science experiment, science kit. I also love the Magic School Bus kits. You know, there's lots of different science kits and subscription boxes. Summer is a wonderful time to do those. It's just an opportunity for you to do some structured learning that comes in a box, and you don't have to try to fit it into your school days. I find that summer homeschool is the best time to do some of those. Another one would be art projects. Buying some canvases, getting some paints, and just letting your kids go wild. Watercolors outside in the driveway. I just think any of those big art projects or science projects, summer is great because you can do them outside and it's a little bit less of a mess. Last but not least, I don't know that most of us mamas need this encouragement, but educational TV, documentaries, these are my friend in the winter and in the summer. When it is too cold to play outside and when it is too hot to play outside, I love using some, very selective TV options for my kids, for them to dive in and learn a little bit more about something that they're interested in. Okay guys, well that wraps it up. I hope that you found one of these items helpful or encouraging for your own summer homeschooling plans, whether that is super structured or whether you're going to be flexible and loosey-goosey, up to you. And again, big thank you to JoyCat for partnering with the channel for today's video. Be sure to use my coupon code Everyday Homeschooler when you check out to get 10% off of your purchase. All right guys, that's it for this week. See you later.